How's it going, guys? Welcome back. We're going to go through the video here today on the 5 things that I dislike about my Camaro, but it looks like we're going to start off the video right today. Give me 1 second here, guys. Let's just... Always got to race to them red lights when you can. So welcome back, guys. Going through the 5 things I dislike about the Camaro. If you haven't seen my last video of the 5 things I love about the Camaro, do check that out. And if you are here from that video, welcome back, guys. So just kind of starting it off here, as always, minimal editing and everything. And the camera's gonna be a little bit shaky. It is on my mirror mount today. If this does become an issue for you guys, please let me know. I will try and invest in one of those gyroscopic type holders for my phone to make the videos a little bit more stable. But as for now, we are pretty low budget. As you can see, this is my 3rd video on the channel. So anyway, guys, getting right into it. The number 1 thing I dislike about the Camaro is the lack of padding overall. The seats... Sorry, it's the only way I'll get interrupted and be happy about it. So the seats overall, the bolsters and the leather is just very plush and everything feels great. But the one thing that isn't, or the few things that aren't, are the center console lid and the knee pad that is on the side of the car. These have to be the hardest leather options out there. I swear they just put a leather cover over some plastic. They are not comfortable at all. On my long commutes up to work, my elbows start to hurt just sitting on it because I do have some pretty bony elbows, if I'm being honest. And then my knee on the knee pad, there really just is no point in using it. It just is not usable. It is very uncomfortable, and it is one thing I would change in a heartbeat for these. Now, I have seen some videos. I know Matt from Lethal Camaro, I believe, put up a video of changing the knee pads out. I don't know if they're to be more plush or just for looks, but I really hope they're for more plushness and just the feel overall, because that is the worst part about driving this car inside. Now, number 2 is just the minor gaps and such that I see. I did buy this vehicle used, so I actually can't tell if this is from GM, if it's how the car's built, or if the past driver did something that just kind of messed some things up. I really don't know. I do kind of hesitate putting this on the list just because that may be the cause of the first owner. But I don't know, and I just thought it was a talking point. Just the minor gaps, like the door and the continuation, the lines with that. Everything looks great, and just some of it isn't. It just simply isn't. And some of the body lines outside, I'm not sure if it was just a defect in manufacturing or the last owner was hiding some X. I have no idea. I just don't enjoy it. I don't know why it's there. It kind of reminds me like the Challengers with their tail light section, where it's uneven from people opening the trunk and just the shitty hinges that they come with. I don't know. It's one thing I dislike about it, and I just really wish it was better. Now, overall, the center console just doesn't hold all that much. I do have Apple CarPlay in this, so I have my cord linked up in there, and I have my wallet, but I can't even fit my phone on top of the wallet because it will interfere with the cord, and there just isn't all that much room. Now, I know I'm being nitpicky and that this is a sports car, a muscle car, whatever you want to call it. It's a 2-door coupe and it's not meant for luxury. I get that. But there is just more space to be had, and I feel like they really wasted some of the space that they had with it, and I just don't enjoy it at all. The other topic I want to talk about is just how dirty the interior gets. I am very meticulous on my car. My favorite pastime when I'm not at work is just to clean my car, interior, exterior, whatever I can do. I love it. It just passes the time. It is my favorite thing. It's like drinking for other people or smoking cigarettes. It's just, I'm addicted to it. I have to do it every chance I get. I want to have a clean car. I love the look of it. But just the dust and the overall dog hair that comes off my clothing and just sits on my dashboard, even after the same day of me washing it and cleaning it out top to bottom spotless, it looks horrible. I hate it. I don't understand it. I've tried different products for like anti-static to see if that helped it. Made 0 difference at all, and overall drives me nuts. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, I am being a little bit picky on this. I know I have just the V6. It's just the whatever. It's not even the turbo model. Of course, excuse the radar. It's not even the turbo model, but just the lack of aftermarket performance on this it infuriates me. I wish there was more. I know there's some coming out now with like superchargers, and you can go through that through like Edelbrock, I believe, and I do think I saw 2 other ones. But they're just so pricey. I would rather turn in this car, pay the $4,000, $5,000 upgrade to get the V8, and then not have to supercharge it for the same numbers. I just think it's a way better thing to do. I don't see why there's just such a lack of tuning or anything on this. I know you can tune them, but the gains just aren't that good unless you get a supercharger, and it just kind of annoys me. Otherwise, guys, that's about it. I do have the last complaint, and this is actually from my wife. It doesn't really affect me, but she hates it, and she will not get items out of the trunk because of it. But just how heavy the trunk feels when you try and open it. However the hinges are set up, it kind of moves. It's not just like opening a book or anything like that where it just opens right up. It kind of does this finagle thing. I don't understand it. It looks really good. I think it's great, and it gives a solid feel to the trunk. But for my wife, it is super hard to open. She hates it, and she almost always complains about her nails almost breaking. I don't understand it. And just the inside of the trunk has so much space, but the entrance to the trunk has absolutely none. It is like 2 feet wide at the most, if I'm being generous, and it's just horrible for getting any items in at all. That's the major thing with this. You can fit a lot, and when you drop the seats, it's surprising how much cargo you can actually put in this car. But to get it in, it has to be a lot of small items, not one big item, because it will not fit. Anyways, guys, that is going to be all for today. Like I said in the last video, I do have some more videos coming up of my wife's new car that I bought her, what I like, what I don't like. But it has been over a year with the Camaro. Overall, with the 5 things that I dislike on it and a little bit of extra bonuses, I love this car. I don't plan on trading this one in. If a perfect world comes about, I would love to keep this and also get a V8 and kind of modify this one, make it more like a track V6 type setup and have my V8 for speed. I don't really know. That's years down the line, hopefully months down the line, depending how YouTube goes. Anyway, guys, but I'm going to let you go here. I'm going to try and upload both of these today so you can watch them back to back. So if you haven't checked out the other video, just check the link in the description below, and it should also be on the video, but I'm also really bad at editing, so I don't know if I can do that. Either way, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I will see you in the next video.